The woman and her husband were just about to get intimate when suddenly the adopted sister barged into the bedroom. The woman was so startled she rolled off the bed. The sister clung to the husband's arm acting cute, said she couldn't sleep alone, asked him to sleep with her. The husband didn't refuse. He agreed right away. The woman instantly felt something was wrong. She tried to pull him back, but he shook off her hand and left holding the sister in his arms. The smug look on the sister's face made the woman burn with anger, so the woman immediately called her assistant. Soon a few men arrived to start a party. When the husband saw this, he yelled at the woman for being ridiculous, but the woman mocked the sister for having no boundaries at all and openly seducing her brother. The sister snapped and shouted that he should divorce the woman. The husband scolded the sister to shut up. It was the first time she'd been told off. She stormed off trying to go back to her room, but the husband carried her upstairs instead. The woman saw their provocative looks and felt nothing but disappointment. Later the husband came down to apologize for the sister. The woman coldly reminded him that it was he who insisted on marrying her, and she was never short of admirers. Then she made her stance clear. If the sister stayed in the house, then she would leave. But the next morning, she saw the sister still at home, even wearing the husband's shirt. What's worse, the husband was cooking breakfast for her. In 3 years, it was the first time she saw him cook, and it wasn't for her but for the sister. The sister even bragged that he used to cook for her all the time. The woman questioned the husband whether he thought her warning was a joke, or if he'd already made his choice. The husband said it was just a small matter, told her not to overthink. Seeing this, the woman restated her boundary, and immediately called her assistant, asking for breakfast to be prepared. When she came out of the office, the husband brought her flowers. She handed them to the assistant without a second thought, said the breakfast was just right, and gave the assistant a bank card as a reward. The husband got angry, asked if she was getting back at him on purpose. The woman fired back. He had never cooked for her, but made breakfast for the sister. He gave her one bouquet, but gave the sister a whole garden. The husband tried to explain, said the sister was just his sister, but the woman was tired of hearing that excuse. She laughed coldly, said she had a brother too, but never left ambiguous marks on him. The husband was speechless, and said the sister had always been like this. The woman was completely disappointed. Seeing her so furious, the husband finally realized how serious it was. He softened and admitted his mistake, said he'd send the sister back to their parents' place, and promised to cook for her that evening. Seeing his sincerity, the woman chose to believe him one more time. But that night when she returned home, the sister suddenly smashed a wine bottle at her. When the husband came back, the sister pretended to be hurt, without asking what happened. The husband immediately said he'd take the sister to the hospital. The woman was heartbroken. She packed her things to leave, but the husband didn't stop her. Instead he questioned why she was so against the sister. The woman's heart turned cold. She told him to spend the rest of his life with the sister. The husband told her to calm down for a few days, and said he'd take the sister to stay elsewhere. Then he turned and left. At the company's celebration banquet, while everyone was praising their love, the woman suddenly announced she was getting a divorce. Everyone was shocked. Even her in-laws questioned the husband. The woman calmly said he betrayed her, but didn't name names. Just as the husband wanted to settle it privately, her best friend arrived and brought a pregnancy